Our next guests this afternoon, or guests, are Jane and Jane from Fox Valley Tech. Isn't that easy for me? They are here. We have Spring Extravaganza coming up in April.
Yes.
And you guys are going to talk about the kinds of classes, because there's a total of 21 classes that are available that I can take part in that day.
Yes.
So let's start. I want to start with you, Jane, because this is called
Needle felting.
needle felting. And this is really neat what you're doing. So why don't you explain that to us?
Needle felting is done mostly with wool, and you felt it down with a needle. You push it through, and instead of having to sew it down, it actually felts it together. And it is something that I use to make purses. I teach it. You can make pillows out of it, coasters. This corsage type thing on me pin was made that way, and it's just a way to do things with wool without sewing and stuff, but there is embellishing.
The texture, the
Right.
textures on these things are absolutely amazing, and that is what attaches.
This is what attaches the layers together.
And is that a needle?
This is a needle felter. There's like 4 or 5 needles here,
Gotcha.
and it felts it together, and wool is a fiber that is felted together or comes together. Wool is usually not a woven product.
So it doesn't, that is true. I knew that. So it doesn't actually use any thread. It just
Right.
weaves it together.
And if you
Isn't
make a
that
mistake
fun?
and you don't like it, you just pull it apart,
How about that?
and then you just go on to the next thing.
And you do the next thing. One of the classes that's going to be at Spring Extravaganza here at the
Is
Tech
going to be needle felting.
is going to be that, and we get to
Needle
have
felting
Jane
class.
as a teacher. Now, there's 20 other classes available. Now, one of the things that you were telling me is that I can go there and take 4 classes for under $25.
Yes, yes. The make and take classes, which are some of the items that we see here, are also an additional material fee, as well as the needle felting for home decor. There's an additional amount of money for the materials.
So I need
But-
to pay for the materials, but the classes are, and do you have a list? It's all on the website, so you can take a look at the list, so that it's very reasonable.
Yes.
And it's all on April 11th.
Right. Family friendly from 8 to 5. So there are classes that you can take with your children. I could just tell you all of the classes if you would like. but-
Yeah, there's 21 classes
Yes,
total. So you want to
yes.
go on the website and you want to take a look. Point out though, because these are some of the classes.
Yes.
So you have gourd decorating,
Right.
and you have Swedish weaving.
Swedish weaving, and that's done on monk's cloth. It's woven with a needle. This is a fused glass flower. Our teacher is Mary Beisner, who teaches that. And that is made that day, and then later in the week, you pick it up after it's been put in the kiln. And then we have some of the things that you can make in Jane's class, the needle felting. You have enough fabric that you could make a pillow top, probably one of these nice little pins, or this one happens to be a hair barrette, and coasters. So you could probably make at least 2 of these things. This is a fused glass draped vase, a mosaic stepping stone. This is made on top of a concrete block.
Now, can that go outside, or is that an inside?
Yes, yes.
That
it
is
can go-
made to be outside.
Right. It's usually recommended that you take it in the winter time because of the heaving and so forth, but this is made not necessarily to be kept in the ground winter and spring, but certainly to be left outside in the spring, yes, and in the summer.
That's great.
So we have lots of things to do, as well as a basic electricity class. We have a class in taking your bicycle.
Yeah, I saw the bicycle repair class on the list as well.
Right.
So there's a little bit of something for everyone
Yes.
there. Some of it is just really good, usable. You've got a couple of gardening classes of types
Yes.
going on.
Lots of that
So,
kind of stuff.
yeah, you're going to have all kinds of stuff going on all that day. April 11th from 8 until 5, and it's family friendly and very affordable. So
Right.
thank you to both of you
Thank
for
you.
taking the time to come in today and talk to us. And we'll look forward to seeing you at Fox Valley Tech.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.